No one's coming to save you.
Nobody's coming
No one's
to...
coming
Where
to
the
save
camera? Nobody's coming to save you. You have to get up and you have to save yourself if you want your life to change, if you want your dreams to come true, if you want to do things that you want to accomplish. Like, you have to save yourself.
Today on the podcast, I'm joined by Teraiya McGee, a group fitness instructor and the founder of Strut Like a Woman, a walking club created to help women reconnect with themselves through movement, confidence, and community. She's also a proud mom of 2. While she's always had a love for dance and fitness, it was after the birth of her second child that something shifted. She discovered a new purpose and began a journey of healing from the inside out. Thank you so much.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I feel good. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, I'm so excited that you are here because in the last season, I reached out like, hey, I think you should be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't make it happen, but we made it happen this time.
And perfect timing.
Perfect timing. And you're doing so much more.
I am.
And I'm excited to have this conversation with you.
Thank you.
So I have to go back because people who are out there watching or if you're listening, we known each other since high school.
That's good. We used to dance together.
Yes. And I'm like, wait, Saginaw High. And I got to show this photo because it seems like it was yesterday.
Oh,
so if you're watching
that funny. Look at me with my hair all in my face. We looked cute.
Yes, we were so young.
Kids.
That was like 12th grade.
That was
2009-ish.
That's when we were like 16 years. Is it 16, 15?
It's something like, yeah.
That's crazy.
It is.
Remember at first we'd be like, I've been out of school 5 years, 6 years.
Over a decade now.
Over a decade. About to be 20 years out of high school.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm like, I got to go back. We were a part of Majorette, Cheer Squad.
I always stay active too.
I'm happy to just see you continuing that.
Same with you, Ellie. It's good to see you doing your thing. I love it. I love to see it.
Thank you. So I have to ask because I'm curious, when did that spark show up in your life? The dancing and this movement. When did that happen?
You know what? Nobody never asked me that. But ever since I was a kid, I'm gonna say it was Aaliyah's music video, Are You That Somebody? Mm-hmm. So my mom, she didn't want me to watch music videos. She said it was too raunchy. And it's crazy looking back on the 90 videos, they really aren't that bad compared to now. Yeah. But she used to be like, oh, turn that off. It would be on BET. And I would sneak and I would watch it. And no lie, the first music video I seen was Aaliyah's Are You That Somebody video. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to be her. And I got up trying to learn the routines. And so, after that, I was infatuated with music videos. Not so more just the music, too, but it was the backup dancers and, Aaliyah. And then growing up in middle school with Sierra. And it was just I don't know. I love to dance. And so, I was always known from a little kid. My mom would be like, come here, Ray, come do this dance. Come show them you can dance and stuff. And, I would do my little stuff. And by the time I got to middle school, that's when I got into Majorette with the Purple Flames and then the Saginaw High Trojanettes. And so dancing has always been a part of my life. And there was a time where I did want to go into it professionally, but it was I didn't have the training. So that's where I kind of shifted it into fitness. I was like, okay, I know I can dance. I know I got rhythm. And I like to be active. And I also love to work out, too. So I was like, I'm going to intertwine it. So, I'm still dancing. I'm still moving. And movement is medicine to me. I love to dance. I be at home sometimes. And when I have a kid-free night, I stay in the house. I cut my music on. And I be dancing with myself, feeling good.
That is good. And I love it. So you just said so much because first off, the fact that your mom would tell you to come in and dance, but did she even know you watched that video?
No, she didn't. After a while, though, she would catch me. I'd be watching music videos. And she was like, I thought I told you to watch. I'd be like, and then she would just let me. But certain ones that she see was like, you ain't watching this. But for the most part, she knew I used to be glued to the TV, not just to, be watching and, this inappropriate stuff. I just wanted to see an Usher My Way video. Oh my God. I was like, I want to do that. I want to be hopping off cars and doing flips and, I can't do all that. But, I just love the whole art of dance. It's movement. It's it's expression, and I just love it. I'm gonna be dancing until I'm old with my
Old and
cane
gray.
still. Definitely is.
So I'm curious, like, was she a dancer or anybody else in your family?
My mom can dance. She
Okay.
she can get down. My mom got rhythm. She would never just like, oh, I want to be a dancer, but she could dance. That's really about it. Like my youngest brother, he can move too.
Okay.
But for the most part, I think I just took the whole effect into, me really wanted to be seen, because I really wasn't, and this is another thing, I wasn't a talkative kid.
Yeah.
Like if you remember me in high school, I
remember you being very shy.
I was so quiet. So it was like dancing, that was my way to express myself. I wasn't the type to be able to use, my words. So I kind of think that's why I stuck to dancing as well, because that was my expression besides, vocally.
Yeah, that is so amazing.
Thank you.
I'm happy. I always have to ask people, like, because I'm sure there's always something that they can pinpoint as to why they are doing the things that they do now.
And it definitely is.
So it sounded like yours was around elementary age. Because I'm thinking
it was
about
around that video. I think I was like 8. I think I was like 8 or 9. 8 or 9.
So the dancing bug just
and then it was like it came and it never left.
Yeah.
It never left.
So I mean, I know you just said something while you were talking, as far as you never did it professionally. Did your mom ever put you into like dance classes?
No,
or
I never
anything?
did. I never did dance classes or anything. I used to want to, and I tried to, like, once I got older, when I went and tried out for the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
And the hip hop part got killed. Like, okay. And they got to doing the jazz and the ballet. I was like, I can't spin on my toes. Like, I don't know how to do this. But it was like, it's okay. It's okay, right? You ain't got to do it. You stick to what you know. So that's what I did. I decided I'm going to stay in my lane and just do what I can.
Yeah.
Do what I can.
Well, I'm happy you didn't let that moment defeat you.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people that do dance too, it's like, oh, I don't have technical training, so you just leave it alone. But it was like, I'm like, no, it's my first love as far as me expressing myself. I said I would never let dance go. It was going to be incorporated some way in my life.
Yeah, and just listening to you talk, it makes me think about Drea. I think that's her name, Kelly. So she was like the wife of R. Kelly, and I think she even explained that she never had like technical training. Yeah. But here she is.
She look good. I know y'all be trying to play Drea. I mess with her. Like, for her to have that confidence at her age to still get out there and do what she loves. I don't think people understand. Like, they don't matter how old you get. If you like to dance, you're going to want to continue dancing until you can't do it no more. If you like to sing, if you like to draw, if you like to, you know what I'm saying, you're going to do it as long as you can. So kudos to Drea. Yeah. Get out there and strut, girl.
But just not even strutting is the fact that she also was able to be a background dancer and also teach choreography and no technical training. That's so cool, I think that's important to kind of share with the audience too. It's like, you don't have to be a professional or to have this certain background.
That's true.
If you're just good at what you do.
If you're good at what you do, then
it's gonna
do what you do. And then just to like fast forward a little bit, that's where a lot of times that it took me so long to like create my own classes or to do like my walking club, because I wasn't certified yet. And it was like, I've been working out for years. Like, I've been into fitness since I was 23.
Yeah.
Not to boost her. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know what I'm doing. I enjoy it. Like, of course, you want to add the education behind it as well. So that's why I told myself, like, while I'm studying now to get my certification, I said I'm gonna start my classes. And I let people know, like, no, I'm not certified right now, but it's a passion of mine. It's something I've been doing for a very long time, and I want to share that and create that with other people. So until I get my certification, y'all come work with me. I'm gonna work y'all out. We're gonna lose weight, and then when I have it, it can just be, there it is. I got it.
Yeah, that's the proof. And if you need to raise your prices once you get the certification.
Right. Once I get certified, it's like I'm legit now.
No, that's pretty awesome though. So talk a little bit about the group fitness. Like, where have you trained, or how did you get into it?
So I will say how I got into fitness. In high school, I was always active dancing or whatever. Once I graduated, I kind of stopped dancing as much. I was going to school. I started working at Burger King. and I gained. I remember I gained 30 pounds working at Burger King because I would just get discounts. I would be eating fries there, burgers, and I just realized I was like, dang, Ray, like you gaining weight. Like back in high school, we could eat
whatever you want to.
Eat whatever we want. Go to McDonald's, McChicken, mac sauce and cheese, and it's like I learned. I'm like, okay, you got to get back moving. You can't just eat what you want to eat now and think you just gonna keep this body like it's gonna go to waste. So, I told myself, I said, okay, I'm finna lose this weight, and I started walking. That was the first thing into my fitness was walking. I went walking around Hoyt Park. I would get off work like 5:30, and I would just walk around Hoyt like 5-6 times. It was like during the summertime. And I lost my 30 pounds. Not just walking though. I was doing my mama Billy Blank's Tavo DVDs. And when I say I would do a Billy Blank workout today,
I remember doing that in elementary.
Yes,
like, we had tapes.
And also too, my mom influenced me to do fitness. My mom back in the day used to teach water aerobics at BV. She used to teach step aerobics and stuff. Yeah.
So this was kind of ingrained.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. So she had, her DVDs, and I was like, okay, some days I'll walk, some days it would be like 30, 40 minutes. I'd be in my room huffing and puffing and sweating, trying. And then it was one day I had it was a DVD. I was just getting workout DVDs. That was that sounds so old. DVDs.
No, that's okay, because I was the same. I had like Jillian Michaels.
But like from Walmart, it would be like a Latin workout or a dance type of workout. Yeah. And I forgot the lady name, but I was doing it. I was like, I could do this. I was like, I really enjoy it. It's not like I'm doing it like, oh, once I'm done with these 30 pounds, I'm going to stop. I was like, no, I really enjoy doing this. And so it was after that, like a little bit after I was losing weight, my mom told me, she was like, it's this guy teaching classes. It's really fun. It was BBR, LaRon. Shout out to LaRon Davis. And I went to his class, and I was like, I like this. Like, it was kind of my vibe, and Ron's a dancer too. So, he was doing kind of...
He kills it.
Yeah, he kills it.
Job.
So I was like, okay, this is for me. So I just approached him. I was he still be joking about it. He was like, I came to him like, hi, my name is Teraiya McGee, and I'm looking for a mentor to help me with my workout. And it was like after that, then I started teaching with him. Yeah. And I think that's also where I learned how to use my voice. Because I was like, okay, Ray, if you're going to be a group fitness instructor, you have to use your voice. You have to, if you think about it, anybody that's a group fitness instructor particularly are not introverts. I mean, are not introverts. They're extroverts. You have to be. You're motivating a room of people. You can't go in there, okay, y'all, we gonna do a knee drive here. They're gonna be like, this ain't motivating me. I gotta stay at home to do this. Right. Like, you have to be boisterous. You have to be motivating. So I remember the first class I did, and I was yelling. Everybody was like, girl, I didn't even know you could talk. I was like, I didn't know you could talk. And so after a while, I got used to it, and I was like, okay, this is for me. I know what I'm doing, and over the years, I learned what I should do, learn what I shouldn't do, and after a while, I was like, okay, I'm going to incorporate. I love to dance, so it's not just, even for my classes now, I know a lot of people think it's just like a twerk class. It's not a twerk class. We gets it in, okay? My girls be working. Like, I probably do, say if I'm doing a knee drive, working the abs, or, we punching. Yeah. And I just stop and be like, okay, freestyle, pop, pop, pop. Just something to add a little flair, something to have fun. But for the most part, we be getting it in. But that's kind of where, my fitness journey started, from graduating high school, realizing in order to keep yourself up, like, you have to have a healthy lifestyle, eat better, you put the Burger King down, the fries, and it just kind of developed over time.
That is pretty cool.
And now I'm here. So
now you're here.
I'm here.
And it's going to be somewhere else soon. Yeah, it's like...
Speaking into existence.
I was just, when you were talking about just leading a class and those things, I like watching Pop Sugar Fitness. I don't know if you watch it on YouTube.
I have. I've done so many workouts.
And it's so much fun, and it's different people, and everybody has their own personality. And I think that's what's so important about it, though. Like, I don't want to just go to the same class. It's the fact that you're different. And I think having that twerk session, or whatever you call it, the little freestyle, that's what makes your class exciting. And that's why they keep coming back. So hopefully you'll be on Pop Sugar Fitness.
Thank
sometime.
you.
So we're going to put that out there. Pop Sugar Fitness.
Pop Sugar, hit me up.
Contact her for sure. So this is awesome. Like, And I love the fact that you were young and you made a decision. That's kind of hard sometimes.
It is.
To go and say, okay, I need to discipline myself. No one told you to do that.
I never thought about that. I never thought about me. Because at 22, 23, you don't be thinking about...
No, people are partying.
Yeah. And I was at the time, but it was like, I was like, okay, we got to find a balance. Like, you got to make time to, work out and this, that, and the other. And I motivated, my friends and stuff. They was like, okay, we going to, come too. Because at first it was like, when you get out of high school, you're kind of searching for like, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be working, college, career. And it was kind of like, you had to stand still, like, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? I'm just sitting around getting fat, eating Burger King. Like, I got to get it together. Mm-hmm. So, I think back to that, like, it was. And, I motivated, my friends. And like I say, my mom was always my motivator as well when it comes to working out. Because she would tell me, not in a mean way, she'd be like, oh, you picking up, you gaining weight. So you want to go walk away?
It takes a mom.
It takes a mom.
Mama do the same thing.
They ain't gonna be mean about it. She'd be like, I mean, you still look good though. You still you still strapped or whatever, but you have picked up. I was like, I know, Mom.
Your hips getting a little bit bigger. That's the first thing. Your hips getting a little bit bigger.
For me, it was my face. And I was like, your face getting a little. I was like, I know, Mom. So once I started, getting back into fitness, and she started back as well. She was like, I'm finna go walking with you. And my mom, she be at my walks too, and she be strutting along, and she's still very, very active. She can be a little stubborn. She want me to train her, and I said, I don't think it's gonna work because she don't listen to nothing I say. So
yeah. No, it's just you. You're the only girl, right?
I'm the only girl on my mom's side.
Okay.
So growing up, I was the only girl, and on my dad's side, I have two younger sisters, like their early 20s.
So you're kind of like motivating the family. To stay active and be active.
I definitely do, and I be on them too. I be on them. I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna get y'all in shape.
Well, that is exciting. So talk to me about motherhood. You are a mom of two boys.
A 5-year-old, soon to be 2-year-old.
Yes, and so I know. I mean, again, my daughter's almost 12, so that was like 12 years ago being pregnant. But pregnancy takes a toll on the body.
It does.
And somebody who went from this high active area in high school, then you go off, now you're eating Burger King, but then you make a switch and you change and you start working out, but then pregnancy comes, the weight comes.
That was a different weight. Weight after pregnancy was different. Now I will say my first child, once I had him, I had it in my mind already, like, oh, I'm finna drop this weight. Like it ain't. It's gonna be nothing. And with him, it was pretty easy, I must say. Like I was motivated. I was more so focused on the outer. Me fixing, like I was like, if I lose, in my head, I was like, if I lose weight, get back down to the size that I want, I'll be happy. I'll be good. Yeah. And that's not the case. I really didn't, focus on, my postpartum or, my mental. It was just more so the
vanity.
Outer. Yeah, it was.
Beauty,
it was. It was.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It was
sometimes.
very vain. And so, with my first child, that's when I also learned. I remember I used to say, and I regret saying it, before I had kids, and it was women who were moms, and they'd be like, "Well, I don't have time," and I'm like, "That's an excuse, If you make time for what you want to make time for, when you got a baby." It'd be hard. That's why people be asking me, like, how you find time to work out? I'd be like, some days I do, and some days I don't. Yeah. It's some weeks I'm able to do my 4 or 5 days a week. It's some weeks I only do 2 because the baby may be sick, don't want to, give mommy her 30 minutes, probably want attention. Yeah. I learned, I said, it is hard. It is difficult. But after my first, and I lost the weight. I didn't get down to my pre-pregnancy weight, which was 155, but I was staying at like 165. I was like, okay, I'm cool. And I was starting to feel like I was getting back to myself. Then the second one came, and this pregnancy, after I had him, the postpartum was different. I noticed that I said, I don't want to just lose weight. I don't want to just focus on my outer. I need to focus on my inner. Like I need to focus on my mental. I need to put in some real work in finding my happiness, finding my purpose, finding my joy, finding what I need to do to not just be a good mom, but just be a good person, a good woman overall. And so, after postpartum to me is it's like you're on autopilot. I feel like
Mm.
it's like you're just kind of like you're just like sitting in some emotions that you really don't know how to control. And I feel like a lot of people I feel like we don't talk about postpartum enough because people think, oh, you got postpartum depression, you want to kill your baby. That's not what just postpartum is, because that never crossed my mind. That never crossed my mind that I wanted to hurt my kids. To me, postpartum gave me anxiety. I've never had anxiety.
I heard that from someone else. See, and I was like, wait, your brain doesn't do this? Like, it doesn't overthink all the time? And the person was like, no, I have these thoughts now after having the baby. And I'm like, wait a minute, but I've always had that issue though.
But it's like, it's like after I had my kids, it was like this anxiety that I couldn't shake. It, like, for instance, just something small, I will always think of like the worst things that could possibly happen to my baby. Like if I'm not at home, like I'd be at work, did my grandma remember to do this? Or it would just be on, like, constantly, like, on my mind. So my postpartum was never, me wanting to hurt my baby. Also, I feel like postpartum, you grieve. I want to say you grieve the person you were before you became a mom. And I feel like sometimes as women, we try to go back to that person. Like, I want to, go back to feeling like that. And there's nothing wrong with you, wanting to go back feeling good about yourself. But what I had to realize is I am in a new chapter, and I have to learn that you can get your spark back. You can, be that girl. It's just it's a different. It's like now you're a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like back then you was that young girl, feeling yourself, feeling good. But it's like now you got two human beings that really come first. So every decision that you make, it affects them. So it was like I got to a point. I said, I need to get my stuff together so I can be better for my kids. And so I signed up for therapy, which I never thought about.
That was like one of my questions.
Yes, I did. I signed up for therapy, and just a funny story when I called. I was calling, and they was just asking questions and input, and I think they asked, so what made you think about therapy? And girl, I started crying to the intake lady.
No, it be like that though.
I was like, well, I just got a kid, and I just want somebody to talk to.
It's not funny.
It's not funny now, but I was like, I just want somebody to talk to. And she was like, oh, I understand. And she brought up postpartum, and she was like, it's mothers who, are still, dealing with. She was like, it's okay. And, I'm, in therapy now, and I have a great therapist, and
that's awesome.
Gives me such great advice. And I advise anybody to sign up for therapy. Not just women, but men too. Anybody I come in contact with, I'd be like, are you in therapy?
That's the first therapy. Have you ever done therapy?
Have you ever tried it? Have you ever went through it? And when they'd be like, no, and I'd be like, you should. Here's my contact number.
I agree.
For you to sign up. I was like, I think, it'll help. And I feel like it helps too, because you're talking to somebody who you don't know. Mm-hmm. So they don't know anything about your past. It's not, based, it's not biased. Mm-hmm. So they just gonna give you, the hard truth about yourself sometimes that you probably don't want to hear, but it helps. Like, I feel like being alone and being in your own thoughts, and you really facing like things from your past, childhood trauma, depression, relationships, and you really just sit in that. A lot of people aren't able to do that.
They use different vices.
It's
the alcohol, it's food. People don't realize food is an addiction.
It is.
Sugar, all of that stuff. So yeah, they don't sit with it. No.
Or even like going from relationship to relationship. I ask people like, did you take a break after that? Nah. Why? Like, you just hopping from trauma to like, it's just sometimes when you just need to take a time to yourself and just focus on yourself and do that shadow work and do that inner work. And it really helped me when it came to my postpartum, because I really felt like I was losing myself. I was starting to just crash out. It affect you being a mom, realizing me being the mom that's always yelling or, frustrated or, overstimulated, which it happens, especially, with little kids. But I didn't want to stay there. Yeah. And I didn't want to just sit and wait for something to happen or for somebody to come save me. I said, I was going to quote a movie. I am the master of my ability. I have to. Ain't nobody about to save me. Like,
no one's coming to save you.
Nobody's coming
No one's coming
where
to
the
save
camera. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to get up and you have to save yourself if you want your life to change, if you want your dreams to come true, if you want to do things that you want to accomplish. Like, you have to save yourself. And it was a moment where I woke up and I said, okay, I got to get it together. It was hard.
This episode is brought to you by the Saginaw County Health Department, delivering groundbreaking work in community health transformation and collaborating with Be Well Saginaw partners to make Saginaw one of Michigan's top 25 healthiest communities. Learn more at saginawpublichealth.org. How long was that season of before you went to therapy? So that after having the baby, the postpartum season for you before you went?
It was over a year.
Okay.
It was over a year after I had, my baby, and I went into a transition of, leaving a relationship and being on my own. And that was even harder. So it was like, maybe was just turning 1 and I'm starting this new life of being, a single mom, my kid's dad is around, but, transition to being a single mom. So I'm still dealing with postpartum. Still had this weight on me that I did not want on me. And just learning how to now navigate doing this with my kids alone. And it was really hard. Like I had days where I would just be in the bathroom and I would just cry, and that was another reason why I cut my locks off too. It was January, and I said to myself, I said, Ray, it's time for a change. So I started with my locks, and I cut my locks off. I recorded a video of me cutting it too. Somebody was like, "Were you crying?" I said, "I actually wasn't."
Yeah.
Like each snip, I just felt like
a shedding.
Yeah, it was like a shed, and I was like, okay, we gonna be good. Yeah. And I remember last Christmas, it was around, this was around Christmas time. It was around Christmas and Thanksgiving. So that was just even,
the holidays. Yeah, you got the seasons changing. It's dark outside.
It was dark outside, and
seasonal depression.
I didn't have much in my new place. I had my Christmas tree up, had my kids, gifts. I remember I got a little stocking just to try to decorate my place, make it a little festive. And, it was just, me and my boys, and New Year's came around too. We caught the flu. So we were just in the house. Like most of the winter, it was just me in the house and me trying to, find out, what I want to do. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm finna sign up for therapy. It was,
and that was just your pure decision, like just the thought. And then now
because I was realizing, I was like, I'm crying a lot. I'm crying a lot. Even times where, I would call my mom, she would be somebody to talk to, call my friends. And I will always say, I think that's why I started Strut Like a Woman. I realized I found peace and solace with my girls or my mom. I know a lot of people don't have, friends or, believe in sisterhood, but sisterhood saved me. Like my real true friends that I can, talk to, and they were there for me. It made me be like, okay, if my friends can do this for me, maybe I can do this for other women who don't have a mom, don't have a sister or don't have a friend. It's like, you come walk with us, girl. You could chill, talk to us or whatever. So I think that's another, like I say, it was a moment where I was just sitting and just bored. And I was telling her, I was like, Mom, I need to be doing something. Yeah. I said, I don't know what it is. I said, but just work, home, kids, work out here. Some days I couldn't work out. I was like, I need to do something. And it just popped in my head. Like a lot of people ask me like, it did pop in my head, but it was one day I went back walking around Hoyt, and I was on the phone with my friend Jayla, and we was just talking and yapping. Hey Jay, and we were just walking. I was just walking for like an hour. I was just on the phone with her. We were just talking, and she was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "I'm walking at Hoyt." She's like, "You could have asked me to come, and I would have came." Yeah. And then that's when I got home. I was like, "Okay, what if I start a walking club? Tell your girls to come and walk with us, and we can have a good time." And that's kind of how
we're gonna get to it.
Okay, I'm sorry, but it just kind of like popped up.
Yeah, no, this is really great. I'm taking it back to just the fact that you went and saved your own mental health. that wasn't anyone suggesting you to go. It was just you
Yeah, it was
sitting
me.
with yourself saying, okay, I need to take this action.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dope. I don't think a lot of people would do that.
I know, and I needed it though. Like I didn't see nothing wrong with. A lot of people don't like opening up, I guess. I like to talk, especially when I'm having problems. Like I need to get it out. Like once it's just always just sitting there, it just gets heavy on your heart. So if I can talk to somebody who, isn't a friend, or I know that's not going to judge me, it's like, okay, let me just say what I really need to say, or, I really want to get off my chest. Or if you're able to help me with some things that I don't understand what's, going on with me, it's like, I need the help.
I don't want to pry too much, but I do work at CMU Health, and they have this program called Centering, and you hear about the women who are pregnant, and maybe they have their partner with them, and then it's like after the baby, the relationship just dissolves. Something happens, and so I don't really know the question to ask, but do you think that
men don't know about postpartum? They don't understand it.
Okay. You just, I didn't feel like I had to ask.
Men, I feel like they just don't understand it.
Yeah. But at the same time, we don't even understand it.
Yeah, we don't even understand it as well. And it's like, I feel like sometimes it's taken as, oh, she's being selfish, or, she's not thinking about me, or, she's not, I don't know. But I feel like if men would just be a little more sensitive and patient. I feel like people think postpartum, it's something that'll go away in weeks or months. It's some women who did with postpartum for 2 and 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes in that situation, if you're married or in a relationship, therapy could probably help. Therapy could probably help, or just being more active, not just physically, but communication wise.
Yeah.
So I do feel like a lot of times, and maybe just our generation, we just weren't taught about mental health. Like I feel like our generation is the first to really speak on it and be like, no, we need to get this together. Like we need to be talking to professional people. You know what I'm saying?
Therapy is I think was a taboo situation, especially like in our parent generations. When you talk about it, it's like, oh, you talking to somebody?
Yeah, like, I can't remember my mom or my grandma, and they was like, what's wrong with you? I said, everything.
Yes. Same.
Everything is wrong with me, y'all. I'm tired. My mental is scattered. I can't focus. I be forgetting stuff all the time. I need therapy. I was like, maybe y'all need therapy too.
Matter of fact, we should all go.
We should all
have a session.
Go to therapy.
Yeah.
So when it comes to relationships, I just feel like men just really don't understand, and you got to understand also. You have kids now, and I think that's another thing. Like you hopping into a new chapter of your life. Before it was probably just y'all two. Can come and go when y'all want.
Freedom.
Right. Yeah. Have fun, move. And it's like with the kids, like sometimes you're going to realize you do miss your partner. And there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all just in this stage, especially you little kids, you're in this stage where you're not going to see them as much. You're not going to spend time with them as much because so much of your attention is on your kids. Now that's where you try to make time. Be like, okay, babe, I'm going to get my mama to watch the kids such and such day. You know what I'm saying? You got to, it's just something that I feel like as parents we have to learn. It's just something you have to work through with your partner. And if you make it through and then they start to get a little older and they self-sufficient, you can be like, babe, we did that. Yeah. That's
it's like just be patient.
Yeah,
really.
It's really something like, just being patient. But also, I will say with women, like, you don't have to stay if you don't want to, and if somebody's not giving you what you need, like if the right decision is for you, like, okay, this person's not understanding me, they're not caring, they're not treating me, that's when you leave. So I'm not just saying, do the struggle love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, just do the struggle love and, just go along with it. Like if your partner is really being there for you 110%, of course you stick around. But if they're not, you got to do what's best for you and your babies. And that's what I do.
Well, it sounds like you kind of made that decision, but also you found purpose in maybe that singleness, and then also just in that postpartum journey, and like you said, it birthed something. It birthed a new chapter for you. This
It
walking
did.
club.
It really did. It birthed something that I never thought that I would really be doing, Adley. Like I've always felt like I've had it in my mind where I wanted to be into fitness, like all the way, like group fitness classes, traveling, doing this, doing that, my walking club. I really didn't think it was going to turn out the way it did.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I thought it was just going to be a few people coming to walk with me. But it just showed me like a lot of women really are looking to connect, looking to get out, looking to basically find a people, find a tribe, find somebody that can relate to them. Like, okay, if she made it through postpartum, I can too. If she lost the weight, I can too. And so that's what my purpose is.
We gotta look at one of these photos of your group. You and your club.
Mm-hmm. That was at the Rainbow Park. That was actually our first walk at the Rainbow Park, and it was so peaceful. I actually wish we did more walks there. So next summer I do plan on walking there more. I got family member, my cousin right next to me, my best friend Lindsay, Shantae, and yeah, that was a great walk too.
So what did you do? You just posted it on social media? How did this happen?
For the walking club?
Yeah, for this moment to happen, did you just post that and say, "Hey, join me at this park"? What did you do?
Well, by this time, this was close to the end, so it was already women, walking.
Oh,
The group was already kind of going. This was just one of our weekly walks. This was a Sunday walk. We did, and we did a raffle. I did a raffle with Michaela Wade. She does Divine Touch LLC massages, and she gave away a gift certificate. And
Nice.
Steph Bond, everybody knows Steph, and she gave away a $20 gift card too. So it's kind of like I kind of try to make it, fun and exciting to look to. Like some days I do affirmations. It was one walk. A lady at my job make this really good like mint, like it's like a detox water where she used ginger, lemons, cucumbers, mint. And like during the walk, I would give the ladies like a little shot of water or whatever.
Wow.
And yeah, so I was like, I just try to make it, a little fun. And I'd be walking with my boombox and I have my music playing. So Sundays is more of a grounding type of walk, kind of more like chill, Solange, Sade, Erykah Badu type of vibe.
Okay.
So I had them that type of music playing, just to set the vibe. And this was another Sunday walk. This was the walk where we gave away the mint green tea. Nice. And we do little color themes. I was like, everybody wear green or blue or, I just be trying to get creative with it.
Yes.
People like to, be a little creative. This was one of the walks at the BV Hill. BV Hill be killing some of us. Girl, that hill. After the second one, I was like, if y'all don't want to go up the hill, the little platform, you can just walk there. And they was like, that's what we gonna do. So, yeah.
So how many women come out to your walks?
I never
on
really
average
counted. I know the first walk was a lot. It was like over 50.
Wow.
It was over 50 ladies. And so like on an average though, maybe a good 25, 30 will come out and walk.
Wow. That is so amazing. Look what you've done.
I know.
You did that.
I did do that. I'll be looking at some of the old pictures and it's like, I didn't think, people would want to come walk with me. But I'm like, oh.
It's amazing because it's so funny. Once I started seeing, your post about the walking club, there's also a group in Detroit. It's like I don't know what it's called, maybe social walk club, and it's women. Really? And so I had wondered if you had got inspiration from them or did you?
I didn't know about that.
Okay.
I didn't know about that.
Nice.
I would like to try it though.
Yeah. Like they go to different places, but nonetheless, you got this one in Saginaw, which is really awesome.
And I said, Saginaw, I be feeling like I'm tired of us always being like, oh, we finna go to Detroit to do something or we gotta go. It's like, let's start
here.
Let's start our own stuff, here. And so I have been seeing this summer, people, curating things for the community, for health, and for people to come out. So I really like that. I just feel like let's do something for us to do here. We ain't got to drive an hour or two.
Just for connection.
Yeah,
that's really what you're doing. You're driving an hour to possibly just be connected with other people, and here you started.
Yeah, we can be connected here in Saginaw. If I see fitness videos and people posting it like a hip hop. Oh, we need this here, or we gotta go to this. It's like let me start it here for y'all. Y'all can come here, have fun and dance and move around and stuff. But yeah.
So tell me one of the success stories of maybe one of the ladies. What have they said about this club?
So one of the last walks I did do like little snippets in one interview. I know my one friend, she said she lost 6 pounds walking.
Nice.
I know a lot of the ladies, this one lady, she told me, she said she just liked to come out. She said, I just like being around. She was like she's from, she moved here from out of state. And so she was like, I really didn't have friends here. She was like, but just coming here, every weekend, I really didn't know much about the community.
Yeah.
She was like, but just coming here, it's like, okay, it's women here that I can connect with, talk to. And I said, yeah, girl, we exchanged numbers, and she's really cool.
Nice.
So I think, just like I say, once you go around and do activities that you like, you find your people. And I definitely found my people.
You found your tribe.
Mhm,
You
found my
created
tribe.
your tribe.
Yeah.
What do you hope that they're taking away when they are coming to your walk club? What do you hope that they take away? Maybe spiritually, emotionally.
One of the things I really do though with women is our confidence. I be feeling like sometimes we don't be knowing our power. We don't be knowing the magic that we have or that we can own, that we can, create. Even with, I don't like the whole, I don't do females. I don't do males, but it's only so much I can. I need to be around my girls for a good time, because only a woman know how a woman feels or going through. No tea, no shade to people say they only hang around men. It's like, okay, but I just feel like you just haven't found your people yet. It's not that you can't be around women. It's not that you can't have friends, and you're maybe in rooms with the type of women that's not meant to be your friends.
And maybe you're not being a good friend.
That too.
Sometimes it's also what you're attracting.
A lot of the times too. Yeah. And so it was one time this girl was like, you have a lot of friends. I said, I don't have a lot of friends. I said, I have associates that I'm gonna always be cordial, cool with. It can be somebody I haven't talked to in months, and if I know you, we communicate. Hey, you wanna go to this, yoga thing with me? It's like, yeah, girl, I connect with you, this, that, and the other. I do have my close friends that I share, my personal feelings with, but for the most part, like I always say, sisterhood saved me. So that's another reason why I made this, and I just wanted women to walk away with, if you meet somebody here, you met a friend. I want you to build your confidence, know that you fine, know that you that girl, know that you can lose weight.
Yeah.
Stick to it, stick your mind to it, and you can do whatever you want to do. And also another thing was making time for yourself. Yes, it is hard, especially having kids. It's hard making time for yourself. But once you put your foot down, I had to put my foot down, Allie, with making time for time for myself. Even keeping myself up. Like, I had to look at some old pictures. I'm like, girl, why was you just stepping out the house? Why was you stepping out the house looking like this? Yeah. So even now, like if I step out, I ain't saying a full face of makeup or, at least, push my edges back, put a cute little hat on or something, lashes, glasses, look cute outfit, just.
And when you put stuff on like that, though, you feel better.
You feel good.
You literally, like, your mood. I was just listening to something yesterday, and it was talking about just the power of looking in the mirror and looking at yourself.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I look at myself in the mirror all the time. I got my little affirmation notes around my mirror, and I tell myself, if you was feeling down yesterday, we ain't going to do it today. You that girl, you fine, you finna go out here, you going to get what you want. So that's another thing I want women to know. Like, yes, of course, you have them days. You have them moments. My PMS moments, I don't know. It's like in your 30s, they are heightened. I just feel awful around that time. I be like, ugh, I look a mess. But, I got to remind you, you have to look in the mirror. You have to remind yourself. So when my walks, it's just building confidence. It's you making time for yourself. Even some ladies don't even do the whole hour. They be like, I only got enough to do 30 minutes. So I'm like, okay, but guess what? You made time for you today. You should be proud of yourself. You walked 30 minutes. There's some people that didn't get off the couch. So you take that little success and you be like, maybe next time you can do 40, 45 and then to an hour. So that's what I try to build with my women, even my fitness classes when we're dancing, and some women be like, I ain't got rhythm. I can't move. And I told them one day, I said, if you got kids, you can move.
You was moving somehow.
You
are so funny.
Don't just get some rhythm when you with that man. Get some rhythm. Get some rhythm when you just with yourself. Like, for real. Like I say, when I be in the mirror and I be dancing to myself, I'm finding me first
Yeah.
before anybody. So,
Well, before we close out, I have to show this last photo of you, and it's
look at
just
that.
so amazing.
It is.
I mean, it is though. Like,
where did I? Okay, so I remember taking that picture. I had my baby in December. I took that in like March, so December, January, February, March. So I was like 3. No, I was actually 6 months postpartum on here, and I had been working out. I had been working out and trying to, really get back in shape. And one thing I will say too, stress can stop your progress. I know a lot of people be like, I can't lose weight. A lot of times it's stress. It's your cortisol. Your cortisol levels high, and so I look back on that. That's the reason why. I mean, I was starting to lose a couple pounds, but it just really it would come back because I was just so stressed out at the moment with my mental health and postpartum. Once I got rid of that stress and I said, I'm just finna be happy, I'm finna find me, I started doing my therapy and I stuck to it and I stayed consistent. And I was looking in the mirror and my clothes. I said, Ray, you slimming down. Like, you really doing it, girl. And I feel I got to pat myself on the back because I'd be like, I pushed myself. I know there was days I didn't want to work out. It was days I didn't feel like drinking my water. Days I felt like eating like crap. And I said, no, I'm a stick to it. And it's a lifestyle. I know a lot of people be like, once you lose the weight, that's it. Like, it's like, no, you gotta enjoy it. And I do. I enjoy working out and I enjoy eating healthy and I enjoy eating bad some days too. But for the most part, I do.
You have to have a cheat day.
Yeah, you have to.
It's okay.
Like, I love my
We're not
sleep.
judging here.
No judging. But yeah, looking back on that, I'm really, really proud of myself and, motivated other women to inbox me and ask me, what I did. And I be letting them know. I be thinking people think I got like some secret.
Everybody thinks it's a secret. Well, now, I mean, people can get a shot and lose the weight, but there is no secret. It's literally movement. That's how you really cure depression, by moving. And then, like you said, eating better.
Eating better. Yeah. So, like, when women, like, inbox me and I would tell them what I did, I'd be like, I worked out, at least 3 to 4, mostly 5. But I didn't want to scare them, 5 days. I'd be like, I work out 3 to 4 days a week, at least 30 to 40 minutes. I said, drink my water. I try to drink a gallon a day. I said, and just watch what I eat. Yeah. Not so much as going on a diet. I don't do diets. I did diets before and I just gained it back. I said, just mostly watching how much I eat and what I'm eating. And I said, and once I stay consistent, the weight came off. Girl, they don't be replying back. I think they be like, I ain't want to hear all that. Like,
people want the easy route. There is no easy route.
I tell people all the time, no, me losing my weight and getting back in shape, it was not easy. It took dedication. It took hard discipline. And that's how I got to it. And that's why I'm always boast about it because I did that.
You did it. Congratulations. I am proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy with what you're doing with Strut Like a Woman. I need to get out and do it. I would see it and I'm like, you should go. Ellie, go. Like, you should go. And I just, but I'm going to go.
Come give it a try. Go. We're walking today, actually.
You walking today? I'm doing something this evening. Okay. So that's a good question. So now that it's almost wintertime, you're still going to be doing these walks.
Yeah, so what we do now is I do once a month.
Okay.
Because it's cold outside and I can't walk in no cold. I know some people can, but I tried one time and I got sick. I was like, I can't walk. So during the summertime we was walking, but right now we doing once a month. So this month is Thursday, and then next month I just got to figure out my schedule because I still work. So I just work around my schedule, and every day I post it in the group, and I'd be like, okay, we're walking this day, but now we're doing center courts. It's like an indoor type of thing. And if I find somewhere else or, I, just post the location. But that's what we're doing now. Until summertime, even spring, until it start getting back warm outside, where we can go outside and walk. It's like mostly I got to find indoor facilities that'll let us walk there.
Nice. Okay, if I come up with some indoor stuff, I'll have to send it your way.
Yeah, let me know.
Because I was just thinking oh, what about SVSU? Like I'm sure they have a big track.
Somebody mentioned them too.
Okay. Well, contact her because she has a great walking club and we need these women to continue on in their health journey.
Yeah, in their health journey. Stay moving, ladies. Movement is medicine and it will heal your depression, believe it or not. Whether you wake up and just dance for a couple 30 seconds, move your body. You got to shake it off. Move your hips too. Trauma is in the hips. I tell people all the time, you got to move them hips, ladies. Gain your magic and know your power. Women are powerful. We're powerful. We hold the weight,
I
whether they want to admit it or not.
We do. Tell them how they can find out more about what you're doing, Strut Like a Woman, your Facebook, anything. Just let them know.
So right here.
Yep.
Okay, so my Facebook is my name. It's Teraiya McGee. Strut Like a Woman. We do have a group on Facebook. Is Strut Like a Woman Walking Club, and I got a pink little logo, a little woman walking. You just hit join, and then you will be able to keep up with the updates. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I'm on TikTok as well. It's my name, Teraiya. Instagram is my name. Everything is my name, so it's not hard to find me. So just follow me on social media if you're looking. I had to also teach group fitness classes. Right now we're just doing cardio classes, cardio dance classes, but I'm looking to I want to add a sculpting class because we got to tone up too. We can't just lose. So I'm working on my fitness, my fitness business. I got to take it day by day. But hopefully, if people give me a chance, I can build it into something big. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yes. Well, I'm in full support, and I'm so happy you were here.
Thanks for having me.
This
was fun. Look, girl talk. This is what it was.
Thank you so much.